What about now? Is that better? I'm gonna have to return this microphone because it's not working right. But I unplugged the microphone. But it's that sense of urgency that pushes us to keep going. Thank you so much. I appreciate the feedback. Because I did this on Facebook. I was talking and talking, and my sister was the only one who chimed in and was like, we can't hear you. And I was on that live for a good 20 minutes with like 17 people, I guess, lip reading. I don't know. But thank you so much. But what I was saying was, I was supposed to come on here at 9 a.m. And every Thursday, that's my goal, to be on here 9 a.m. live to get this channel up and running. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'm so close to getting 1,000 subscribers. But because I didn't, my mindset was to just go over until next week, since I was like, 9 o'clock has come and passed. I didn't do it. Try again next week. But the sense of urgency is what propelled me to just get on here anyway at 1 p.m. Despite being 3 hours, 4 hours past due, 3 hours, 4, I was like, you know what? Oh, you're from Sri Lanka. I am the United States of America. That's where I am. How's it going over there? Do you have a sense of urgency today? Are you seizing the day? I appreciate you watching and talking to me. This is the first time I've done this and actually had an audience. So I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow. But just having that sense of urgency is what's gonna help you reach your goals and get to where you want to be. God blesses us every day. He wakes us up. And every day we are here to witness his glory, to witness this day. It's a dishonor to him to not take advantage of it. Whether you get a late start, whether things don't go the way you want them to go, whether you have a mishap that causes you to have a bump in the road. It is not doing God any honor for us to not take advantage of the 24 hours he blesses us with. And so whenever you have that chance to wake up, no matter how your day starts, try your best to get it on track. Because that's the trick of the enemy. He's going to come to disrupt you, interfere, dissuade you, cause you to have these doubts, get you to give up. He wants you to stay in bed thinking that there's nothing life has to offer you. And the thing is, once he sows that doubt into you and you start to believe what that enemy is telling you, despite what God has shown you, God has proven to you, it's like you're almost defeated. And one thing that's helped me when I have these things I want to do, especially when I become disciplined, I wanted to wake up early and start working out. And I had set a goal to get up every morning at 6 a.m. And it was hard. But what happened was, I realized once I decided to wake up at 6 a.m., I had to seize it. I couldn't say, when that alarm went off, I couldn't hit snooze. When it went off, I couldn't lay there for extra 5 seconds. As soon as that alarm went off, I had to jump up and seize the day. And what I realized when I practiced that, within like 5 minutes, that mentality of being lazy and defeated, it was gone. And that's all it took, was for me to push myself that extra step, that extra second to just keep going. And you don't give that any room to just grow and fester, that laziness, that procrastination, that spirit of being undisciplined, because you nip it in the bud. So when you jump up and you start to just keep pushing and pushing, and don't let that doubt, that fear, that negativity, that procrastination, that undisciplined mindset, you don't allow it to grow. You suffocate it. You don't give it any room to breathe. You smother it. And instantly it's out. And once I did that, I started to, okay, you know what? Now that I'm waking up, let me get my clothes ready the night before. Let me decide what I'm going to wear. Let me even sleep in it. I know I was in the military, and a lot of times when we needed to wake up on time, those of us who was, what did they say, ate up like soup sandwich, that was me. I was asleep in my PT because we didn't have my PT uniform. We didn't have time to train, so I was sleeping in it because I knew myself. I knew I wasn't on time. I knew I was so unorganized with the yelling and screaming, and I didn't want to get my battle buddies or whatever, make them get in trouble because of me. So I was asleep in my gear, and all I had to do was roll out of the bed, go in there, wash my face, brush my teeth, put my shoes on. I'm ready. Took the shower the night before, and yeah, I can't do that. I cannot. If I have a snooze, it's like I might as well not even get up because I'm going to use it. But because I know myself and because I know what it is I want to accomplish, because I know what I want out of life, I want something more than I want that 5 minutes of sleep. Because what do they say? You can sleep when you're dead. I understand. And that's that sense of urgency I talk about. I know that this is my one shot in life. I don't get a second chance. I'm not, maybe I do, but I don't know that. I don't know anyone who has died and lived to tell about it. If you know, tell me what they told you. What happens when we're dead and gone? I don't know. But what I do know is right now, every second that leaves, I cannot get it back. I don't get another chance at this. I don't get a redo. I don't get to go back and try again. And that's why I have that urgency to seize every second. That's why I move with a sense of urgency because this is urgent. This is life. And there are things I want to do with my life, things I want to accomplish, things I want to set in motion, things I want to, try to see what can happen. And for me, that goal is to what can I do? What can I accomplish? And especially now at my age, my main goal is trying to live life on my terms. I spent so much time following this idea, especially if you understand over here in America, it's like a rat race. It's all about, capitalism, and you spend so much time trying to chase a dollar just to provide your basic needs and necessities. And I'm tired of that. I am so tired of it. I've been doing this for years, and it's like it's time for me to enjoy life. I know for a fact God did not create me to be stressed out chasing after money and not enjoying life to the fullest. And I don't believe that. And I know it's not true because I've seen different versions of how people live throughout the world. We are in the United States, we have a lot of things, but a lot of people don't have peace of mind. And that's something no amount of money can buy you. And what I realized is peace of mind is so valuable and it's something that I want all the time, often. And so everything I'm doing is me trying to find a means to an end to get to that point where I'm in a place where all these superficial things don't matter. I have the peace of mind. I have what I need to maintain a just relatively comfortable life, and just having people who love me, my family, food to eat. I'm okay. I don't need that extra stuff. It's nice to have, but if it's not going to give me the peace of mind I need, I have to do without it. And a lot of that came from me just having to separate myself. I had to decide what it is I want, what steps I need to take to get that, and then also having the courage to block people, things that don't bring me that. Anything that is in alignment with me having my peace of mind, you're part of taking away my peace of mind. And so if that's how it works, then I'm going to have to remove you from my life. And it's nothing personal, it's self preservation. It's me putting my needs first, it's me taking care of me, it's me understanding what I need, and the people, my family who need me, the best parts of me. I have to reserve that and preserve it. And I have to just really be diligent about making sure that I honor that. And that's part of me seizing the day that God has given me. Because I know God didn't create me to be stressed out, to be anxious, to be depressed, to always be wondering how am I going to live? How am I going to survive? Just constantly in that survival mode. And there's a verse that I love where it talks about the birds, they fly around, they don't have a care in the world. If God, makes sure a bird has what it needs, will he not do the same for you? And I know he will. And it's hard to just surrender to that mindset when you've been programmed to think that, for some of us, people think God doesn't exist, or that the only way to get a certain thing out of life is to do it this American way where you're constantly chasing after something and the corporate greed and feeding into that monster. But to realize that's just one aspect of the world. Start to put it into perspective about the world. Worldwide, there are people living lives that is nothing close to how we live here in America. They're happy, they're at peace, they're healthy, they are just having a better quality of life. And what is it that gets them that better quality of life? And why? How am I avoiding it? And how do I get to it? And so it was me just having some hard conversations and just being honest about what we prioritize, what we give value to over here in this country and in some other countries, and what really, really matters. And I know the God I serve does not have things set up to where this is the only way to get that, because the way that we go about it is so contradictory to what God's word is. And so if I believe in God and his word, then I know there's another way. I know this is not the way, the only way. I know that there is a more balanced way to live in harmony with myself, with my spirit, and be called to do what God has called me to do and live in his purpose fully. So that's what I mean when I say seize the day. And I don't know why I'm holding this, the microphone isn't working. But thank you all for joining. Thank you for subscribing. Be sure to comment, like, share, and come back next Tuesday. I'm going to be on time at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Thursday. Every Thursday, you can meet me here. And so this is going to be something I'm doing every day, every Thursday. I'm on Facebook and all social media platforms at I am Jamila Naila. You have a great day. God bless you. Stay safe. Take care. And I will see you soon. Bye. Thank you.